We begin this hour in Mexico City, where President Biden is preparing to meet with his Mexican and Canadian counterparts.
That's right. The North American leaders are set to meet for only the second summit between the three countries following a 5-year hiatus. On his way to Mexico, President Biden made his first trip to the U.S. Mexico border since taking office. The meeting also follows the Biden administration's shift in border policy, which allows the U.S. to send migrants who illegally cross the border back into Mexico. We want to bring in now CBS News White House correspondent Weijia Jiang. Weijia, welcome. Tell us, what are you hearing from lawmakers about their response to the Biden administration's new border policy?
Well, the president is getting criticism from both sides, from Democrats and Republicans alike, specifically about his visit after he announced those policies last week. So this visit in El Paso stretched for about 4 hours. He visited a center where workers were providing services for migrants. He also visited with police to understand how, the drugs are searched and seized along the border. But one big criticism from Republicans is that he didn't actually encounter any migrants. He didn't go to any of the areas where they've been camped out for several weeks now. He didn't go to any detention facilities. He didn't see any large crowds arriving. And so that's why they are saying that it was nothing more than a photo op. In terms of the policies that he announced last week, of course, we know that he is going to be expanding the Trump-era COVID ban, which is called Title 42, which will allow the administration to turn away many more migrants. But we should point out, too, that they are expanding the pathway to legal migration for several migrants as well. So the president is trying to balance here. But he's also getting it from Democrats who are saying, these new policies are inhumane, that they're cruel, that they are just following what the Trump administration did. So it's a really tough issue. It's a tough issue that not only President Biden, but other presidents before him have been struggling to figure out. And, the administration says they need the help of all members of Congress to pass a sweeping immigration reform bill. But given the state of Congress right now, that is highly unlikely.
So against that backdrop, Weijia, President Biden will be meeting with both the Mexican president and the Canadian prime minister during his trip to Mexico City. What is he planning to discuss with his Mexican and Canadian counterparts?
Well, certainly they will talk about immigration and migration, but they have a lot of other things on their agenda. As you know, the president has been touting for years now, since he took office, his plan for more goods to be manufactured in America. The name of his policy is Buy in America, and I think that, Canada and Mexico are both concerned about that because they are worried it could hurt their economies. So certainly the economy will be an issue, but also as a whole, they will talk about, as North America, how they will be able to position themselves in a stronger position, because as we know, also President Biden really views China as the greatest threat right now when it comes to the economy, when it comes to security. So they'll be talking about security issues, climate change, trade policies, a lot of different topics on the table as these three leaders meet again for the first time in about 2 years.
Important agenda items. Weijia Jiang for us. Weijia, thank you.
Sure.